I had a pretty normal childhood. Good house, a good school. I started drinking when I was 11. I had been a dancer. I had just gotten onto the Colorado Ballet's junior company team and I got diagnosed with scoliosis. I guess it's kind of a scary time. I was wearing a brace that all my classmates could see. I don't know, I guess I felt like it solved my problems. I always had older friends. My parents called them like the monsters and everything. Anything went bad in my life, I was like, I'm gone, I'm sick of you guys telling me what to do. When I was 15 is the first time I went to jail. I would get out of jail and go home and just went right back into it. Everybody was scared of me and I'd had a lot of like doctors and therapists and professionals tell me that they were done with me, they couldn't work with me anymore. And so my family told me that they had already mourned my loss. Like they thought, they were sure that they were gonna lose me.
The kids that come through these doors have been very unsuccessful in a number of other placements, to put it mildly. Other therapists have been tried, other diagnoses have been given. Some very good people have tried to help them, and it's not been successful. Their demand on society to be taken care of becomes unmanageable. What are we going to do with them? We get to see those kids.
You know, Austin is very aware of how many people along her path did not believe that she would succeed. She's always been a very spunky girl. Initially that came across as her being very difficult and stubborn. She lied oftentimes more often than she told the truth. You know, I can remember we even assigned her a journal, called it a lie journal. I had to write down all the lies she had said throughout the day. And she made really impressive steps forward. She worked a lot on being accountable. She became a leader, but she wasn't able to sustain it. I did get the sense that we weren't always getting the whole story.
I got into this to some extent because of my own background. Having been once seriously dispossessed during World War II and ending up in Austria in a camp. The being scared, the hunger, the being haunted. Watching some of my family members suffering horribly from post-traumatic stress disorder really all their life. And it got me interested. What makes people get over it? Why did I get over it?
I was just terrified all the time. I couldn't speak. And I guess I knew I didn't want to be this like stuck, broken person forever. So it came out really what I was acting crazy about. So I was hanging out with these people and ended up at this rave and went home with someone. The next day he told me that I owed him and I couldn't leave. He was like posting us like online and he was making money off of it.
She was holding this huge secret.
I think that she was really fighting not to feel. It made a lot of sense, even, her acting out and her avoiding and her not quite able to, make it, even though she looked like she was going to make it. And once she started dealing with that, then she could figure out what she needed to do about it.
Everyone knew how I felt and how it had affected me and changed me. That's when I felt like the weight came off my shoulders. I felt really relieved and even kind of powerful that I had been brave enough. And I think that's a huge thing that Third Way did for me, is that they convinced me that I couldn't get better until I did that. And a huge part of my justice has been I've gotten to help so many other girls.
Tonight, sex trafficking, something happening right here at home.
I've been on the news.
Austin was one of those kids.
Girls have contacted the FBI afterward and been rescued.
Show me your hands! Get your hands out, show me your hands!
But we've discovered that for our kids, just knowing what is wrong with you doesn't make them better. They actually have to find some justice for themselves. There's some spirit that says, you can't do that to me. Do you understand? You can't do that to me. And you must set the world right and even again.
I feel like I've been part of the change, and like that's the most powerful thing that like anyone can do is turn the bad things that happen to them into good things.
That spunk that she always had, I think, has carried her through a lot. She works with the FBI, and yesterday she was at a 3-day conference in Boise, Idaho, in which she spoke in front of a whole audience of prosecutors and police.
Sexuality, human sex trafficking, and sex slavery happen locally in cities and towns.
I left Third Way 5 years ago, and now I am a mentor, an advocate, a student, and a mom. I work for an app that was built in Denver to do tech support. We just moved into our own place, which feels awesome. I pay all of my own bills, and I'm not on any kind of welfare either, so it feels really good. It's probably what I'm most proud of.
Trauma is curable. It isn't just suppressible or manageable. It is really curable, and it can make you really a better and stronger person in the end. Will she do a lot of good? Guess what her major is in college?
Criminal justice. I'm pretty sure I want to be a victim advocate.
Teenagers I find endlessly fascinating. Every week I hear something new and go, nah, that can't be. It is. That's why I love adolescence so much, because bang, one day the light goes on. And after that,